Today is Frenzy Day. Today is Tampering Day. Today, people can work out contracts but not sign them until Wednesday, and nothing's official until Wednesday because Wednesday is the start of the new league year. But I did want to take a look at our depth chart going into today, because the Bengals right now are still not in a great spot. But we did sign Cody Ford yesterday back to a new deal, which gives us a right guard at this point. But this is what our offense looks like. Orlando Brown, Cordell Volson, Teddy K, Cody Ford, and Mims. We need to work out a contract with a lineman today. That's number one. Two, our receiving core is fine, in all honesty. We're going to most likely, hopefully, utilize Mike Gesicki more as a slot receiver. But as long as Jermaine Burton takes his head out of his butt, we should be okay in that category. We have plenty of tight ends. We don't need any tight ends. So please, for the love of everything good, I know Eric All's out for the season. For the love of everything good, please stop mocking tight ends to us. NFL mock drafts. Okay, we now have Drew Sample, Mike Gesicki, Cam Grandy, Tanner Hudson, and Tanner McLaughlin all on this roster right now. We have plenty of tight ends. Joe Burrow, Jake Browning, Chase Brown, and Zach Moss. We have not cut Zach Moss yet. Have not gotten rid of him. Still a chance we might, but there's a chance we won't. And if that's the case, obviously Dan Pitcher has already said he wants to target another running back, preferably a big body running back. So we're most likely going to pick somebody up in free agency here. So today we could see a running back signing, and we could see some offensive line signing. For the defensive side of the ball, if they have a heartbeat, sign here. That's pretty much it. And that's my level of what we need at this point. If they have a beating heart, they might be able to help us. Because look at that defensive line. And I don't even know if I could call it a defensive line, because it is so barren that nothing. It's a Sahara Desert. And this is water. Like, there is no defensive line. Like, yes, we have Miles Murphy, Isaiah Thomas, and Trey Hendrickson, but the rest of it is barren as can be. So if they have a heartbeat or a pulse, I'm interested. Next thing, linebacking core. Jermaine Pratt might get traded today. He might get traded next week. He might get traded before the draft. He wants out of Cincinnati. Because of that, we're hopefully going to figure something out, because in all honesty, I want draft picks rather than I want Jermaine Pratt. I always say, I'd rather have the player than the draft picks, because I don't know what I'm going to get with the draft picks. I know I'm going to get with the player. I'd rather have the draft picks than Jermaine Pratt. I get it. He was top 10 in tackling last year. Fantastic. The reason why was because a lot of people blew past him and outran him, which he then would either sometimes miss the tackle, allowing himself to get the tackle. I don't care about that stat. Pratt, you won out. Awesome. I want a couple draft picks for you. I want like a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. Give us 3 extra draft picks for this upcoming draft, and I'll be happy. But we do also need a target linebacker with Pratt leaving. Secondary cornerbacks, yes. Losing Mike Hilton's, it sucks. It really does. We need to get a veteran corner. And that's another position I really want to target. And I want another veteran safety in here. So that's kind of where I'm looking at right now. Now, listen, we don't have all the money in the world. We really don't. And we're right now in the worst possible spot. And we shouldn't be in the spot we're in, but we are. T. Higgins' contract is not done. Chase's contract is not done. Trey's contract is not done. So we are going to try to sign players, work out contracts when we don't have any idea on how much salary cap we have. You might say, well, what are you talking about? Let's look at the number of the salary cap. No, that number is a lie, because that number is not accounting for what potentially might be with Jamar Chase's contract, T. Higgins' contract, Trey Hendrickson. And if we spend too much money on free agents, we won't have enough money to get those contracts done with Chase and T and Trey. Trey, I keep saying Trey because I hope if I speak it into existence enough, then maybe somehow, some way he'll take less money, but it won't happen. I really don't think the Trey Hendrickson situation will get any better. Either we trade him, or I think he plays the last year of his contract. That's it. Beside the point, T and Chase are the main people they're going to re-sign. And we don't have all the money, because you have to factor in those two guys are going to get paid. So whatever our salary cap number is now, which is technically $41 million, once those guys get paid, that number goes down maybe to like 10, 11 million. 10, 11 million. Who are we going to get? Now, if you overpay, you don't have enough money to get those guys. So then you have to, listen, it's a mess. It is honestly a mess. We should have already had Jamar Chase under contract. He should not have been an issue this offseason. We had it done before last season. T should have been signed last offseason. Trey, instead of giving him a 2-year contract and try to just give him a contract, we should have worked out a long-term deal with him, and this should not have been an issue. We're in the bed we made, okay? We're in the bed that the front office made, not us as fans, but the front office made this bed. We'll see how it works. I'll be live today at 12 o'clock. Peace.